So today I'm going to teach you a little bit about NotebookLM. It's one of my favorite tools. And I'm going to start by showing you one that I've been creating for quite a while. It's just a pet project, I guess is what we would call it. It's one in which I am helping to synthesize information so that I can be a resource for people that are dealing with parents that are facing dementia or Alzheimer's. So let's get started from the beginning. In NotebookLM, when you first start there, you'll see a brand new space. You would start with create a new notebook, right? So you create a new notebook, and here you choose from the resources that you want to pull into the notebook. You can choose from the web and you pull in from there, or Drive, Google Drive. You can do different types of research. You can do fast research where it'll go out and get quick results, or you can do in-depth, which will take more time. Additionally, you can upload files from your hard drive or the downloads that you have. You can do links. You can copy and paste, which would be similar to the research. Or one of my favorite things is that you can do YouTube videos. So you could copy and paste. Like, this is one of my favorite guys here. And I go in, watch his video, right? And then click on the share button and then copy the link here and take it over into your NotebookLM. So if I were to add this source and I would click here, copy and paste it here, insert it, and then you can see how it shows up, and it automatically feeds into the information in the chat window. So we start out with sources and chats. Additional sources that are available are from your drive, just as we had shown on the other one, and then copy text. Often I will copy text out of ChatGPT into here and then edit on it some more and iterate with it here. The next window that you see inside of NotebookLM is the chat window, and this synthesizes the information that you have uploaded into your sources and gives a synopsis or a quick briefing on what is covered in the original information. So if this video was like 30, 40 minutes long, and I just wanted a simple conversation around or understand at a high level what it is that he talked about, I bring it in here and it gives me that nice summary. In this chat window, it will also give you open prompts that it takes upon itself to provide to you, and you can use those to iterate through the information and even more. You can have up to, I believe, it's either 50 to 300 resources over here. It all depends on what plan you're on. In the chat window, you can iterate with it over and over. One of the coolest things about NotebookLM is that when you're doing the chats, the chatted information is factual. It is not hallucinating as you get in ChatGPT or any of the other tools. And then over here on the right-hand side is one of the best parts about NotebookLM. Even though I think the whole thing is great, this is one of the best parts, and that's the studio. In the studio, you can get an audio overview. You get the slide decks. The audio overview is like a podcast. You see, it says generates an AI podcast based on your sources. Here you can get a slide deck and you can customize the prompt that you put in and change it to be something of a detailed level. And then you can also make it the default or the short version. And then you get the different versions here, a detailed deck or a presenter's slides deck. You can also adjust the audio length on these and the type of information that you pull out of the conversation for your audio overviews. It can be a short one, default one, or a long one. You can do deep dives, briefs, critiques, base, and then you can also prompt information here. Anytime that you see a pencil in the studio window, then that's where you can edit the prompts. Here you can create a video overview, which is pretty cool. A quick video, but it's in their format. It's a little wonky. Not one of my favorite things unless it's upgraded in the last day or two. And then mind maps, by far one of my favorite tools that it offers. Reports. In the reports, there are a variety of reports that can be generated. You can get custom, you can create your own, a briefing, study guide, and a blog. Those always show up. And then down here, as you can see, the suggestions are loading. These are tailored based on the information that you've put in. So for this one, it chose those. On other ones, it might give me a project plan brief or a proposal idea or something like that. Also, you can do quizzes and then infographics and flashcards. Again, you can customize each of these tools. Infographics are fairly new, I'd say within the last month or so, and they are very cool. And then data tables. When I first started using NotebookLM, I was going for a project and I had to bring in the information to Excel, and then it didn't accept Excel. Then I had to take it to Sheets, and then it didn't accept Sheets. And then finally, I put it in PDF and uploaded it. You no longer have to do that because data tables are available. So that's a quick overview of those. Let me go over and show you what I had created in the Peaceful Place. This one has 11 sources of information in it, and I pulled content from a variety of places, pulled it in from the web. These were from the web. Then I did a YouTube video, and then I did a web search itself and also some PDF files and pulled those in. This is, if you see here, I call it a peaceful place. This information that's captured here in the chat is based on the 11 sources that were pulled in. If you want to, you can uncheck these and then rerun it and pull it in based on one or two sources. And you can do the same over here when you're synthesizing information into your studio. When you create information here, you can save it to a note, and that means that it goes over here, and you can add it to your notes back over here and allow it to become a resource or a source for you. I don't know if you guys are seeing this little thing, but I'm moving it. Down here in the chat itself, it allows you or it helps you to create prompts. It'll automatically generate prompts based on the information that's provided so that you can use that to iterate with, or you can type your own prompt here. And this again tells you that it's based on the 11 sources. This right here is where a lot of the power lies, and that is in synthesizing information and creating different types of content. The content that you create here can be used in a plethora of ways, especially as entrepreneurs and solopreneurs. This is a pathway to creating proposals, designing pitch decks, creating slide presentations for speeches, coaching notes for your clients, mind maps for a strategy for your business. You can also create those customized reports that you can use to create white papers. It is an excessively good amount of information. So here I had created a slide deck so that you could see what this looks like. Now, inside of NotebookLM, it basically chooses kind of the content that it or the design that it wants to, unless you give it very strategic prompts. This one I just wrote as it was, but you can revise it now. This is the new feature, and go in and change the information by giving input into this chat box. So keep that in mind if you want to change that. That just came out in the last day or two, week or two. But as you can see, it is a really cool tool. Let's just start the presentation and it'll run through. You can click on it. The shadow economy. This is what the workers and executives are going through that are facing caregiving responsibilities and the challenges that we're facing. It's just a phenomenal way to create content that adds value that you can use for anything that you are creating in your business. In addition to that, I have created a mind map that you can use for presentations as well. You have to learn how to maneuver the information around. It just floats the information for you and allows you to dig in and really on a visual level see how things are impacting whatever it is that you're doing. For this example, like families and unpaid caregiving and the economic impact on it. There's a productivity loss for people that are working. I don't want to go into all the details, but the ways that they're being impacted, and then it'll dig down even further and you can expand and contract it. It's a phenomenal tool. It does not completely take the place of Miro or Lucid Charts or anything like that, but this is a great mind map tool. It's one of my favorite tools in NotebookLM. In addition to that, you can do infographics. I think it would take too long to create one for this meeting, or this presentation, this YouTube video, again, customize them. I tend to put in my brand colors here so that it aligns with whatever I'm presenting. So that's it for now.